25th anniversary year of the Diana Award, a charity set up to reflect my mother's belief that young people can change the world.
William and Harry have been really upfront about their own challenges, their own mental health challenges, because I think it really leads the way.
My mother recognised back then, and what I understand now, is that grief is the most painful experience that any child or parent can endure.
Prince William has just made one of his boldest moves yet as the future king, completely excluding Queen Camilla from the Diana Awards ceremony. This wasn't just an oversight or scheduling conflict. It was a calculated decision that speaks volumes about the royal family's unresolved tensions. What message was William sending by keeping his stepmother away from an event honouring his mother's legacy?
The Queen's duty and her service, I know that she would have been honoured to see a charity in her name doing such inspirational work to uplift young people from all corners of the globe.
The answer reveals far more about the future of the monarchy than the palace wants you to know. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favour. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. The Diana Awards ceremony isn't just another royal engagement cluttering the calendar of Britain's most photographed family. It stands as a living testament to Princess Diana's enduring legacy, a beacon of humanitarian values that continues to inspire young changemakers across the globe. But this year's ceremony carried an unmistakable undercurrent of tension, as one notable royal figure was conspicuously absent from the proceedings: Queen Camilla. Make no mistake, this wasn't some unfortunate scheduling conflict or mundane diary clash. Prince William, who has taken increasingly visible control of his mother's commemorative events, made a calculated decision to exclude his stepmother from this deeply personal occasion. The message couldn't be clearer if it were etched in Buckingham Palace marble. Some boundaries remain firmly in place.
Prince William and Prince Harry have unveiled a statue of their mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, on what would have been her 60th birthday.
You know, the grounds are shut. They could easily come here for a moment of quiet reflection, and I hope that would give them some sort of comfort or solace.
Even decades after Diana's tragic passing, William's relationship with Camilla has always existed in a peculiar limbo, cordial enough for state functions, yet noticeably lacking the warmth that typically characterises family bonds. Palace insiders report that their interactions maintain a distinctly professional distance, with meaningful personal connections practically non-existent behind closed doors. One former royal aide described their dynamic as respectfully cool, a diplomatic phrase that speaks volumes about the unresolved tension simmering beneath the surface. The shadow of history looms large over this relationship. Diana's painfully honest admission that "there were 3 of us in this marriage" still resonates through royal corridors, creating an invisible yet impenetrable barrier between her sons and their father's wife. William, who witnessed his mother's suffering firsthand, appears unwilling to fully embrace the woman who played such a complicated role in his parents' marriage.
My firm view that this panorama programme holds no legitimacy and should never be aired again. You know, uniquely bonded because of what we've been through. But you know, even Harry and I, over the years, have not talked enough about our mother.
Regardless of her current title or position, what makes this exclusion particularly noteworthy is its timing. As William takes on increasingly significant royal responsibilities, he's demonstrating a newfound confidence in shaping the monarchy according to his own principles. At 41, he now stands at roughly the same age Diana was during her most challenging royal years, a parallel that hasn't escaped notice among royal watchers. This milestone appears to have deepened his resolve to protect her legacy from any potential dilution. For William, this isn't merely about personal feelings, it's a deliberate statement about loyalty and authenticity. By creating clear separation between Diana's commemorative spaces and the current royal establishment, he signals that some aspects of his mother's legacy remain sacrosanct and untouchable, even by those who now wear the crown. This isn't petty family drama, it's a principled stand for historical truth and emotional integrity. This principled stand represents just the visible tip of a much larger iceberg of royal transformation. While royal watchers fixate on the immediate family drama, they're missing the strategic chess game William is methodically playing. Each move reveals more about his vision for a fundamentally reshaped monarchy, one that breaks decisively with certain aspects of the past while honouring others.
For William and Harry, in which they will surely have felt their mother's influence, and perhaps it will have encouraged them to move on.
All that celebrations are magnificent, at the heart of the pageantry is a simple message: service.
What we're witnessing isn't simply about a single ceremony or personal grudges. It's about William establishing himself as the architect of a new royal framework, one where authenticity trumps tradition, and where uncomfortable truths aren't swept under ornate Persian rugs. His approach signals a revolutionary departure from centuries of royal conflict management that has traditionally demanded public unity above all other considerations. Consider his track record beyond the Diana Awards. William has repeatedly drawn firm boundaries around his mother's legacy. His unflinching stance on the BBC Panorama interview, publicly condemning the corporation's methods and demanding the interview never be aired again, demonstrated his willingness to challenge powerful institutions. Meanwhile, his sustained commitment to homelessness charities and HIV/AIDS organisations carries forward Diana's humanitarian priorities, creating a through line of values completely separate from the current monarchy's agenda.
William and Harry have been really upfront about their own challenges, their own mental health challenges, because I think it really leads the way.
Candid interviews ever. Britain's Prince William is talking about the impact of losing his mother. He's hoping to help others by sharing his very personal thoughts.
The British public's overwhelming support for William's approach reveals just how powerfully Diana's story continues to resonate. Social media reactions to Camilla's exclusion have been predominantly positive, strengthening William's position as the true guardian of Diana's values. This public backing gives him considerable leverage in shaping perceptions about what the monarchy should represent going forward. Behind palace walls, the situation appears increasingly strained. Sources with access to royal circles report that relations between William and his stepmother have grown noticeably colder in recent months. Despite their attempts to maintain a professional facade during public appearances, one insider revealed, their interactions hint at deeper familial rifts. These tensions manifest in subtle ways: seating arrangements at family gatherings, brief and formal exchanges at state functions, and carefully calculated absences from unofficial events. What makes William's approach particularly significant?
She taught me that everyone has the potential to give something back. That everyone in need deserves a supporting hand in life. What I recognised back then, and what I understand now, is that grief is the most painful experience that any child or parent can endure. 25th anniversary year of the Diana Award, a charity set up to reflect my mother's belief that young people can change the world.
Is how it contrasts with his father's priorities. While King Charles has dedicated decades to integrating Camilla fully into royal life and securing public acceptance of her role, William appears unwilling to pretend that certain historical facts don't exist simply to maintain convenient appearances of harmony. What we're witnessing isn't merely a prince honouring his mother's memory, it's the emergence of William's distinct vision for the monarchy's future. This calculated manoeuvre signals William's readiness to chart his own course, potentially creating separation between Diana's enduring influence and the current reign. Royal insiders suggest this could be the beginning of William taking a firmer stance on reshaping the institution according to his own principles. The implications extend far beyond family dynamics. As William continues establishing his independent approach, we're seeing the early framework of a monarchy that might look radically different under his eventual leadership. His willingness to make difficult decisions regarding Camilla demonstrates a commitment to authenticity over convenient appearances of harmony.